Greetings and salutations. We back with Twin Flames in Union, Reunion, and Recognition. Like I say, those waiting on readings, just give me till Friday, and I'll get you all square. As far as those Father's Day specials, those are done. I'm just pulling it. I only had like 2 people reach out for those, and even with the people that reached out, it just seemed like they wanted a reading, and it kind of wasn't like father related and shit. But we'll try again next year. Hopefully y'all be as enthused as y'all are gonna be on Mother's Day as y'all was this year. But anyway, it's all good. Need a reading from me, just send me an email. I'll definitely be free this weekend. I'm off this weekend. I gotta set up my office at the community center that I run. But other than that, I should be fairly free to do any readings. So send me up if you want to book for this weekend. I will do that ASAP. Okay. Let's get the spread out and let's get straight to it. I'm anxious to see what the readings are gonna be. These cards be these union spreads be something else. But no delay. Let's get straight into it. So. Overall energy, first card in this reading, we got the 8 of Wands. This is communication. Okay. In order to maintain a union, maintain reunion, or maintain a recognition between you and your twin, communication is going to be crucial. It's crucial on a few levels. I've been in my twin flame situation for about 8 years. Here it is, 8 going on 9 years. Wow. 8 going on 9 years. Feels like I've known my twin in eternity. I met him 25. Prime of my motherfucking life. Now I'm 32. You know what I mean? Coming into my middle ageness. You know what I'm saying? With a divine reflection. It's been awesome sauce. And like I said, me and my twin was just talking about shit that was happening the first 2 years. Which is my opinion, recognition phase for us. If I can put this in the diagram. My twin flame situation. It'd be recognition. That's me meeting my twin, us being 2 peas in the motherfucking pie. We was that way for 2 years. I let the cat out the bag with my twin. So that 3rd year was a fucking doozy. First separation I ever got into with my twin flame was year 3. Shit, what's that? 12, 13, 14. 2015, we kind of came together. You know, start building. 214, 215, we kind of came back cool, I would say, here. Then we got into another separation, I would say 215. 216, got to a very bad, very, very, very bad separation due to a few things. I ended up, losing my house, moving to, moving to Utah. That was right after I got in the union. So I got in the union for the first time year 7. And I got in a reunion for the first time in 2020. So 2019, 20, these been some crazy ass years. But technically, year 7, like I said, if I can put the worst year ever, would be year 7. But 7 is a sign of completion. It was the worst. Is that a mosquito? Worst separation I went through ever. But I learned the most and grew from it. But at any rate, me and my twin was talking about stuff that was happening in year 2. And still bugging from this day. This has been a real crazy journey. I cherish every moment of it. Cherish him. Cherish this whole demo because, like I say, in these 8 years, I've definitely used them to my A4 advantage. Clarifying 8 of Wands is the awareness card, right? It's the first step towards going home. That's 4 of Wands. First step towards survival. That's 2 of Wands. First step towards purpose or evolution. That's 3 of Wands. This is the Nebuchadnezzar. It's the first step after being awake from the Matrix and A for ascending. One thing I can definitely say I've done these past 8 years with my twin. As far as wands is concerned, that's actions, behavior, movement, things you're doing currently. I've ascended. One thing I can take from this shit, I've been going up. Bottom line, that's fairly important. Bottom line, you gotta harvest. Eight of Pentacles. This is shoes on your feet, clothes on your back, comfortable bed to sleep on, your car, your house, your job. Two of Wands, your purpose. Three of Wands. You know, the twin flame situation that's included in here. More than anything, this is a harvest. Every twin should have a harvest. Divine feminine, you should be preparing your harvest for your masculine. Masculine, you should be claiming your rightful place in the throne that is your harvest. Thus having a harvest. Every twin should have a harvest. Clarifying this Eight of Pentacles is the Knight of Swords. Fear. Making decisions without crossing your T's and dotting your I's. Being mentally discombobulated. So for those who are mentally discombobulated, this is the bottom line, which is very important. On what an Eight of Pentacles is, this is something to lose. Get it. If you're on the street with nothing, then you have nothing to lose. If you have nothing to lose, you have something to take. You got a Two of Wands. That's the step after having awareness. Survive. Gotta eat. Eat clothes. You need to be away from the elements. You need to be away from, you know, you need to be away from the elements. You know what I'm saying? And you really need to be away from anything that is going to deter you from your main mission. And all your main mission is going up. Nowhere else. Gotta have a job. Gotta have purpose because you gotta be doing shit for the kingdom. If you in a twin flame demo, you gotta have a job. I mean, you gotta have a twin flame. It's just like me with church. I'll be a pastor one day, probably in the near future. You know, back to my roots, where I come from. You know, somebody gotta take over the ministry when my grandmother passes and leaves it to me. It's been left to her by my grandfather, who founded this. You know, either me, my cousin Chris, and my cousin Clarence gonna take it over, but it's probably gonna be me most likely. But at any rate, I gotta have a wife. Can't be no preacher with no wife, family, flock. Out here leading the flock in the best way I know how. I'm not Christ, so I ain't perfect, but be as Christ-like as possible. It's gonna take hard work and dedication to do that. But at least that's something I know I need to do. Something I've been kind of putting on the back burner due to the Knight of Swords. A little fear. I'll be making decisions without crossing my T's and dotting my I's in that position. But once again, the church is going to end up in my harvest pretty soon. It ain't there yet, but I will inherit it, among other things. Coming to the situation, Divine Feminine, you have the grooming card. You need to groom your masculine. Twins that's in separation, they are learning how to do this. Divine Feminine, you know how to do this with your masculine. Even if your masculine is acting a little stubborn, just like your kid, you can rear him in gear. Put more smoke on this Knight of Pentacles. Get the King of Cups. This is tough love. 1950s, 1960s dad, the energy to just say, fuck it. The highest form of emotion you can be on. You got a J for job to do. That's groom your twin. He's bitching and moaning and complaining about what has to be done, but damn it, you need to do it. Not saying you shouldn't give a fuck about his feelings. He should be, you know, be rocking. I'm just saying, you Divine Feminine. Your job is the Three of Wands. You are the light bearer. You are the leader in this expedition. The masculine is just there to hold you down. If you expecting your masculine to hold you down, i.e. do your job, then you need to switch roles. Because the show must go on. So, speaking of jobs, masculine, you on your divine job. This is moving fast and fiercely towards your divine direction. You letting your feminine groom you, then you're being on your job. This is your divine job. This shit you need to be doing for the kingdom. And if you ain't technically doing it, wands, then you on your way to it. Get groomed by your divine feminine, you on your way. Let's put some more smoke on you being on your way. You got the Ace of Swords. This is strength, power, authority, dominion, courage, valor, confidence. A for anything you need to mentally adapt to your situation. Your feminine is grooming you, obviously, to adapt to a particular situation. Whatever this particular situation is your job. This looks like the energy of the divine feminine training you on how to do your job. Masculine, which is Two of Wands. But in order for her to Two of Wands you, or tell you what your Two of Wands is, she need to be Three of Wands. Because it's your Two of Wands, the Two of Wands, her third wand, the supporter. As far as the feminine energy, feminine role is concerned, divine feminine, you got the Six of Wands. You win it. This is victories, celebrations, wins, W's. This is you regards to yourself. What kind of W's you getting out here, feminine? Four of Pentacles. This is... I'll pick another card. This looks like a reward. Ace of Cups. Looks like a reward, feminine. Looks like you finally got some downtime. You've been working like a Hebrew slave out in this motherfucker doing this COVID and shit, because a lot of people ain't been coming to work or getting sick or dropping dead and shit like that. And it's like all you've been asking for is just 2 days off to really get your mind right, hit the reset button, and really recuperate. Looks like 46 hours of good rest due to outside circumstance. So still you what happened to me. Couldn't go to work today. Fucking windshield wipers in my car stopped working, and it's been fucking storming the past 2 days. Tornado warnings. We've been through like 3 tornado warnings, flood watch, and severe thunderstorm watch the past, I would say, 36 hours. So what I've been doing, at least, past day and a half, is just chilling. I'm having readings to do, but like I say, my energy been just bad. Today was whack. Like I said, that's why I had to get these readings out, but one thing I can say I've been doing is resting. That's what the fuck I've been needing. Because I work hard. And it ain't like I can really get a day off. So anything I can get, I'll take it. Due to God, he had to pump my brakes today. Because Lord knows I'm definitely going to go out here and get this money. You know what I'm saying? But moving on, masculine, you in regards to the feminine, you in a self-imposed prison. To the masculines, that's in recognition, you still get to know your twin. You're still trying to figure her out. Or he can be a she can be a he, you know how we rocking. For those that's chose to go back to their twin, or those that's choosing their twin. In order for you to really step into this union, this reunion, this recognition with your twin, you are going to let go of an Eight of Swords that you have. What's an Eight of Swords? Self-imposed prison. It's false ideology. Just fucked up way of thinking. You in an interracial engagement, marriage, whatever, girlfriend, dating, I don't know. It's like a white, dating black girl. It's a lot of Black Lives Matter shit going on. Your twin just happen to be black, and it's just like you really in a self-imposed prison on really what the fuck's going on. Your feminine's been trying to PMD, put you down with the fuck's going on, but you just it's something in your head. It's like a gate blocking what the fuck you really need to see about what the hell's going on. Because she loves the fuck out of you enough to put you down. Least you can do is get put down. I.e. the whole grooming shit. And she's like really showing tough love with you as far as this grooming shit. Like she ain't got time to really explain and go argue back and forth with you. But you need to learn this shit so you ain't embarrassing her out here in these streets. Because she's already catching ridicule from fucking with you. I.e. one of the things you need to kind of take into consideration. Aside from that, this is Eight of Swords is a safety net. Thinking somebody got your back when ain't even that type of party. Expectation of things. It's like a girl that expects everything. You date a drug dealer, so you just walking in with your hand out before you leave the house every day. He's just looking at you like, your hand broke? Like, nah, it's in that type of party. It's like, you don't cook, you eat out. And that's what it is. Ain't gonna be nothing but, like, nah. Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? And you're masculine too, so you really shouldn't be in a position to expect any fucking thing. You should just be a provider. Gotta hit the streets tonight. Do what you gotta do. More smoke on the self-imposed prison. Like I said, this could be a security blanket, like a blanket you put over your face to protect you from the boogeyman, which is a fucking fantasy and a lie. Boogeyman obviously ain't real, because if the boogeyman was real, he'll just quietly remove that blanket from you. Hey, how you doing? And just eat you up. Like that blanket ain't got no magic on it. There ain't no protection on that blanket. That ain't no witch holy blanket right there. You're gonna get killed. You just putting the covers over your head ain't doing shit but just making you a burrito for this meal you finna be for this monster. You know what I'm saying? You even thinking you got. It's like putting on a t-shirt and saying it's a bulletproof vest. Like, you must be self-imposed prison thinking shit like that. Clarifying the 8 of swords is the queen of swords. You need to be 10 toes the fuck down on the middle direction that you're going on. This is where you'll get to. You ain't there yet, but the reason why you're getting out of the self-imposed prison is so you can get to here. Being 10 toes the fuck down on what the middle direction you're going on. Obviously, you still need some confidence in some areas. You need to be assertive. You need some awareness. You need some power, maybe some authority. No, whatever it is, you can get it. Especially fucking with your feminine. Speaking of your feminine, her in regards to you, masculine, y'all 10 of Pentacles, y'all coming together like butt cheeks. Told you, by your feminine being in a position to groom you, masculine, by you being in a position to get groomed, masculine, y'all can finally come together. Me and my twin, my twin was a female, or if I was a female, let's just say I'm a feminine. Let's say if I was a female in this situation, you know what I mean? It's hard for me taming this beast that is my masculine. He is Sagittarius, so that he's a centaur. It makes a lot of sense trying to tame this beast over here. You know what I mean? Because he's a centaur. It's hard to tame a fucking centaur. And look at me, I'm a fucking lion. King of the jungle, bitch. You can't cage me. War, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You can't tame me. I mean, there's lion tamers for lions, but there really ain't centaur lions. It's hard to tame me. So I can only imagine what it's like trying to tame my masculine. And then look at it like this. He is a centaur. I am a lion. How many legs centaurs got? 4. They got horse legs. Got 4 legs like horse. I got 4 legs. I'm a beast. We beastie. So this is a fucking lion and a motherfucking centaur coming at your ass in full action. That's what I'm saying. We a 2-headed dragon. It's like the episode of Rick and Morty when Gary and Beth, his daughter Beth and her husband Gary, they went to like this alien marriage counseling center where they created their personalities, how they view each other into like actual physical monsters and shit. And these motherfuckers are so codependent that it's like usually in these cases that these monsters is what the Beth was and what Gary was. I mean Jerry, that's his name. Jerry was. It's like they usually fight each other, destroy each other, and that part of themselves get destroyed. That's the main reason I'm going there. But in this particular episode, the monsters became codependent. Thus, they broke out the jail and wreaked havoc on everybody in that motherfucker. Meaning, their marriage was that fucked up to where an ET motherfucking marriage clinic can't even contain it. Codependency, that's something you don't want to have at all. Y'all ain't codependent on each other. Y'all are walking, talking reflections. He's his own man. You're your own gal. You know what I mean? Y'all are specifically made to tame each other, to groom each other. Okay, don't think it ain't like that. And feminine, if you feel like your masculine is in no position to groom you or tell you anything or whatever the fuck, then it looks like you might be the masculine and you're going through the energy he's going through in regards to his damn self, which is being in the self-imposed prison. Future row, final row. Feminine, you go into the future building. This is you and your twin doing some shit. You and your twin are gonna have to do some shit. Y'all in union. You get feminine. You gotta kick your plan in action. You gotta have your masculine with a plan. You gotta have something cracking. It's a direction you need to go. You have a plan. You two came together for a reason. This is it. This is time to make the most of it. Have at it. You know what I'm saying? It's something. You and your master are doing something. Feminine, you're in charge or whatever that something is. let's get with it, because from the smoke on that, we got 5 of Wands. This is life after union, reunion, and recognition. 4 of Wands. That's union, reunion, and recognition. Like I say, that's a blissful energy. You finally getting with your twin. You finally uniting with your twin. Yeah, but it's like you got life after union. Just like honeymoon. Honeymoon is cool. The marriage is cool and shit. But you still got the day you flying back home from your honeymoon and y'all spending y'all first night as a married couple at home. I was fucking like a motherfucker in y'all honeymoon. I mean, I'm saying y'all all fucked out. But I mean, it's back to life. Back to reality. Straight up. Hey, life after union. What you thought it was. Like I said, this ain't no movie. It ain't finna be bliss all motherfucking day. Well, to the future, divine masculine, you got the Fool card. This is being in a whole new world like Aladdin. It's like you want to know what to do next. And you're looking at your feminine like. And feminine, you're supposed to have a plan. Because if you're looking at your masculine like, it's going to be trouble, trouble. That's my message. Hope I can be a good use. It's your boy D.Boom. Please stay tuned. Deuces.